So hello everybody, I have a new idea. Yes, there's nothing better than a new idea. Nothing better than a new idea. Anyway, my new idea, remember I told you about this miracle of finding a wishing well to put over my coyote well? Well, Ben was suggesting I use it for a template. And I thought, I don't want to use it for a template. I just want to shine it up, replace the broken bit, the wrecked stuff, the rotten wood, and put it on there. And now I realize we have a real well. And the well has it's a cement block on the front, on the middle. And you can lift it off, and then you've got a well there that it's about 6 feet down to the water. And it's a big, wide well. I don't know, a meter across maybe, a cylinder. What if I put a wishing well on that? And a bucket. And I could, you'd have to leave the lid on until you want to use it. You don't want everything falling in there. But if we ever had a fire, the fire trucks would be able to suck water out of it. Of course, they don't need it because the stream is there. And I guess if the stream were ever dried up, the well would be dry too. But the well is 30 feet deep. And there's a pond right next to it too. But anyway, it's a well, and I think it's clean water. I have to get some of those little containers to test my water. But isn't that a great idea? Don't you think that would be nice to have it on the well so you can dip a bucket in if you want? I'm worried about contaminating it. You know, I never thought about it. When in the Bible, when they talk about people dipping water in the well, and Rachel, you know, she was feeding all the camels of everybody, and they would go to the well to draw water. And what if their containers were dirty? I mean, on the outside, if they stuck their container right down in it. Anyway, when I was in Jordan, I saw the well. It was a well along the King's Highway. That was where they didn't want the Israelites to walk along that highway because there were so many of them. And they would maybe dry up all the wells. I think that's how that worked. Anyway, so my wishing well idea, this is a cool idea. I'm really, you know, people use them for decorations. They might put them over their drilled well, which is, you know, it's got a cap on it and you don't access it at all. I think it would be good to have a pump on that. The pump it's a submersible pump way down in. It's over 130 feet or something is the depth of the well. Of course, we're on a hill. I'm not sure how high the hill is. I wonder if the elevation, if I took my phone and checked the elevation, if it would show that. I don't know. Anyway, oh, my hand hurts again. Yesterday, I got gravel. I did so many things. I get up early, right, with the sun, and I went down and I fed the fish in the pond. I walked all the way around the pond and I made a video, and I don't think it's uploaded yet. But by the time this gets uploaded, maybe that will have been uploaded as well. But I made a video of tossing, you know, like 5 pieces of cat food in at a time, and then I'd walk along and toss some more in. I went all the way around it. It's 200 meters long. So that is a long way. 200 meters is like 200 yards. No, it's not. Maybe it's 150 yards, something like that. Anyway, it's a long walk. And I put fish in, the water in, and the fish are growing. Not water in, and not fish in. The fish are in there. They come on, the eggs come on the legs of the animals, and the herons, and the birds, and the insects. So the eggs get in there, and then you get minnows, but not all the minnows are gonna stay tiny. They're not all minnows. Some of them will grow. Some of them are other species. There's these ones that I have a black stripe down them, and the only fish that I see that with the black stripe down it is a largemouth bass. Largemouth bass. The kids caught a smallmouth bass at the lake yesterday. That was pretty cool. I was really impressed. Not yesterday, the day before. Anyway, I'm glad to have this new idea. So maybe I will use the well as a template, and I will make a little wishing well to go over our dug well, the one with the cement lid on it that you can take off. It's got a little metal handle. And I will put one over the closed well pipe, the drilled well, and I'll put one over my coyote well. I could probably do this, you know. I could probably make a really good well thing. I mean, it is pretty simple the way they've done it. I wouldn't have to use these great giant nails that they've used. I could just use screws. This is exciting. A new idea. Boy, when I had the idea of making teacups for the teacup trail, that was pretty cool. Not making teacups, but putting holes in them. But you know, somebody put a teacup underwater and then just banged a hole in it. Does that work? It showed it working. I don't know if I want to try that. I always use a diamond drill bit. And I put water in the bottom of the cup. And I put the saucer under it, and there's water in the saucer. And then, so I drilled the cup. I have to hold the handle so it doesn't spin when it goes in. But I drill the cup, you know, you just pull the handle. I drill the cup, and then I keep going, and I drill through the plate. And the plate catches all the water. But then it spills out next time. And then you get these little round pieces of glass, of teacup, that are what came out of the drill, because the diamond drill bit is hollow. Look how clean my nails are. Oh, they need to be manicured, don't they? But they're clean because, oh, these are not clean. Hey, you know what else I discovered today? You know basswood trees. Well, you can slice them. They usually slice them at an angle, and then they use them for carving, and you can make beautiful things on them. You could make wood burning pictures or whatever. But sorry about my steering wheel here. I looked it up. I was telling Anna that there's some part of them that's edible. And I looked it up. I asked ChatGPT, and she said it had the flowers. It's all in flower. I've never seen a basswood in flower. They must have been too tall. But this one was younger. I don't think it flowered before. Anyway, so the flowers, you can use them to make tea. They're sweet. Sweet and lemony, I think. Isn't that cool? I'm looking forward to doing that. I think that'll be a great thing. So I got up on a ladder, and I was busy this morning cutting all these flowers off the tree. I'm gonna need a bigger ladder. They go way up. But how fun. No, don't go out in front of me. Okay. Whew, he was rolling. Once a car starts rolling, you've got to be careful what he's going to do. Maybe he knew I was close enough that I would soon be gone. Then he would go, which is exactly what he did. Wonder where my sunglasses are. It's too bright, but it's cloudy. I like sunglasses. They make everything look better. I think they're in the house. But I have these kind as well. These are my rose-colored glasses. Which they also, they tend to make things bright. But they also make it so when you look at the clouds look really nice. Because, I don't know, I think I like it better without them. I like my brownish trash ones. I think they're in the house. Nancy, 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 we don't do that. So I had some other ideas. I'm gonna do more of these jars. I'm gonna put I'm gonna cover them with birch bark. I mean cedar bark. They tend to insulate them. It tends to insulate it. I have 4 of them now. But I should have more, don't you think? I like to leave them full in the cars and they stay cool. I wonder what happens in the winter if they would, well, they'll freeze, right? Everything in the car freezes in the winter. You know, there's a kind of water bottle. I don't like buying water bottles, but sometimes I'm really thirsty and I need some water, and so I'll stop when I'm driving and buy a bottle of water. True Life, I think that's what it's called, is from Purslink, Ontario. And that one has no taste. It's really nice water. I had no idea it was so nice. Oh, well, now it looks like a nice day. It's amazing the difference that makes. The light bulb on our car is broken. It's the low beam won't work. And you know that on a Mazda, to replace that light, it's a 3-way light. And it is, I'm gonna see if you can get culverts from that place. It's a 3-way light and it cost $100 to replace it. $100. So we're gonna go look at a wrecker, see if we can find one from a wrecker. Ever heard of getting a car light bulb from a wrecker? Well, I guess you could. Maybe you could even replace the whole light fixture and get one that doesn't have pitting. And our other car, my little colored up painted car, it needs some new paint on it. It needs new flowers and things on it. Maybe I'll get the kids to help me do that today. Wouldn't that be fun? So I have to write it down that I'm going to do these things because it's easy to forget. I remember when I go walk around the moat and see things and think, uh-oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. I'm supposed to be there in 1 minute, but it's going to take me 3 minutes to get there. But I'll probably still be in time. I love my grandchildren. I'm so blessed to be able to play with them and help them as they grow up. It's really nice. Teach them stuff, cooking, and I haven't been making cookies anymore, so the cooking is sort of taken a back seat. I looked at I made soap this morning. This time I made gardenia soap. I think I had the gardenia fragrant oil out on the counter, but then I think I didn't use that kind because I think I used coconut cream. And so I thought I was doing gardenia soap, but really it wasn't. So now, today I made gardenia soap. I have to mix them. I mix the water and lye together, and I put it in a canning jar, and I screwed the top on really, really tightly. And then I shook it to make sure everything was well blended. And I left the lid on. on, so there's no fumes. And so it's on the counter in the house. And then I look at that dog. Well, not you, just me. And then I mixed up all my oils, and so all that is sitting on the counter side by side. So it's, in Canada they say side by each. So when the lye water becomes cool to the touch, not cool but room temperature, I will mix it together later and put it out in the crock pot outside. Maybe I'll even clean out the crock pot this time. That would be such a smart idea, wouldn't it? I'm full of them today, all these smart ideas. I realized that all I have to do is use the whippersnipper to make that pathway from around the pond to the waterfall. I just have to use the whippersnipper and then I can have a path again. Okie dokie. And here we are. Okay, so I'll end this video. Goodbye. You can do this at home. Results may differ.